most of the countries are authoritarian countries, and one of the hallmarks of an authoritarian system is that it's precisely that it does not provide a voice, or it does not allow all the voices of the society to express themselves. So the youth are having the same problems than Islamists or even leftists, which are pro-democracy, are having, which is that they don't have a public space where they can voice their opinions and their positions. So the youth are victims of the same system that other political parties and ideologies are victim of. So that's the hallmark of authoritarianism. The main issue when I mention the youth is really to provide jobs, is to have an economic system which is more equitable in terms of giving opportunities to this youth. And this is not happening with authoritarian regimes. And the reason being that authoritarian regimes, while they monopolize political power, they always end up monopolizing economic power. And in other words, they all descend into nepotism. They all project themselves as being pro-free economics, pro-free market economics, and the World Bank is very happy with them. The IMF, the EU are very happy with all these seemingly nice and constructive reforms about liberalizing the markets. But in fact, what is really going on is that basically they have their own family, their own tribes, their own power elite groups using this pretext of free economics to monopolize economic power, and that leads to a suboptimal type of a system which does not provide the right type of growth and the right type of job opportunities for the youth. So in other words, if we don't change the political system, there is no way we can come up with the type of opportunities that will assuage this youth, that will stabilize socially and economically our countries. Hence the question of how should we open the space to other groups which are being excluded from them, Islamists, far leftists, etc. I'm not extremely optimistic with what the EU can do, because the EU, what is going on with MENA, the MENA region, is what is going on with foreign policy in general. Is that we have this beast that is called the EU, but we have the narrow interest of each country. And as far as I know, the narrow interest or the interest of each country are overriding the beautiful speeches and discourses about democracy that are used here in Brussels about the EU. So whenever push comes to shove, what happens is that the interest of France will prevail, the interest of Germany will prevail, etc., etc. And this is a problem which does not concern only the MENA region. It concerns that's the problem that is in the DNA of the EU construction to begin with. But yet, I still believe that there is a room for debate and a room for using the EU, the EU institutions, to allow for a modicum of support to democracy by using this fuzziness, by the fact that simply by allowing, for example, the European Parliament to have a greater say, allowing voices inside the European Parliament that might not have a strong voice in their own parliaments back home. They can use the venue of the European Parliament just to make statements, just to name and shame at least whatever the European countries are doing as shady businesses with authoritarian regimes, and to remind people of what happened before. You know, we need to learn our history. Ben Ali was supported by the EU in any form and shape. So are we not mimicking what happened with Ben Ali today with Sisi? Are we not doing exactly the same mistakes and waiting for the next catastrophe to happen in Egypt? So I believe that the EU still has this room of debate where at least we can name and shame. Now, from a mechanistic standpoint, now in terms of policies, I'm not extremely hopeful that the EU can do anything, and I'm expecting the EU to go with the interest of the individual countries whenever serious matters will come to the fore.